Okay. Well, that's not good. Um, okay, I will. Can I see anything when I look around? I can hear them, but can I see them?
Make an observation check. This is going to be opposed. All right. So the wolves will then roll their hiding. And you're looking around and you see several of them. As you're watching, you think there could be about 4 of them, and you see them they're moving in packs of 2, and they're starting to circle you.
Okay, I want to light a torch.
All right. Do you have fire building? All right, you should have fire building.
Yep.
All right. Can
Oops.
yeah, not opposed.
Nope.
All right. So you're starting you get your torch out and you get out your flint and steel and you're starting to light it, and it's taking several seconds, and they've used that time as you've stopped to close in on you. I need you to roll initiative using a
Is
D4.
D2, D4.
Everyone's all right.
Oh, look at they got blood all over 'em.
Actually, I
How
have to get rid
close?
of.
How close are they to me?
So you can see them on the map at the bottom.
Hmm.
They're rolling initiative as well, and that is when they will enter the map.
Okay.
Uh, I'm going to put the 2 wolves that have 0 together, just because then it makes sense that they're moving together,
Okay.
and then the wolves with the 1 and 2 on the same side. It just
Where
makes
am
more
I?
sense that they're moving, as a pack
Yeah.
than as individuals. So and this 10 seconds, this high initiative that you got. You guys you're on the same page, correct?
Yeah, we're looking at it.
Okay. All right. So on second one, come on, second one. So I'm just resetting the initiative turn tracker because it appears to not be working.
API's been
Okay.
real bitch as of late.
It has. It was absolutely terrible yesterday. I could hardly play. Like, I was running a demo yesterday, and it was hardly runnable. It would be like I had to do it all old school, keeping track and just doing like cycling stuff down. Like when do you remember that way back in the very beginning when we had a lot of those crashes? But way
Slowdowns.
back then, yeah, the slowdowns.
You know, I have to do it a lot on the Star Wars game because the Star Wars has the like 3 different API scripts for its dice. So you keep going in there and resetting, reset, reset.
I'm
Oh,
huge.
oh, Eric, there should be you right here.
I don't see me.
What browser are you using?
Um, I'm using Chrome.
Just a callback joke. That's all it is.
You don't see
Yeah.
yourself right
Oh
here?
yeah, I see myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had the map too big. Yeah, that's fine. I
Ah,
only make mistakes normally once there, Theta, with like regards to
Did you
that
watch the
stuff.
video?
Which video?
It's another callback joke. I live in the
So
past, Dennis.
this first 10 seconds of yours will represent
Yeah.
you still fumbling with the torch and trying to get that that working for you.
Okay.
Um, Surprisingly, you guys haven't fought a wolf yet, so I just had to add these to the old my
Awesome.
permissions to it. So on second 2, these wolves start closing in. They're still circling you, but they are trying to, they're starting to pick up some speed. And we get to second 3, and you're not going to go until second 10, so this is going to be not very good for you, as they're all going to be able to close within distance.
Hmm.
Done, 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 done. Let's see how much. I'm just actually just going to see movement by movement, so I don't have to go by second. So 15, 30, 45. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. So I'm just going to advance to second 7. And the wolves have closed gaps on you as you're flicking this torch and trying to get it to light, and the wolves have closed the gap to a very short distance. One is still lagging behind, and on second 7, that's when they decided to close that gap, and so they'll move into a run to get the to charge in on you. They're not going to do a charge; they're just moving at a faster speed.
Okay.
And one of them will attack you from the front, and one of them is going to attack you from the back.
Okay.
Since your initiative is on 10 and you didn't see them kind of close this distance so quickly, you are going to be using a D8 for both situations. So the one in the front gets a 9 to hit you.
He hits.
And he does 8 points of damage. And the one in the back will also attack as well with a 23. With a
So he
natural
hits.
20.
So he hits. I don't even have to roll, right?
You should roll because we want to see how high you can get for to reduce this critical hit. Remember that penetrates, so you get to roll another d8. You can block this attack if you get lucky enough. I jinxed you. My bad. So his initial attack does 5 points of damage. What is your damage reduction?
Oh, it's 2.
All right.
Yeah, I screwed that up, right?
Oh no, I was just wondering what it was because that's how I apply this. You didn't screw it up. I was just the critical API asked for your damage reduction. Are you sure it's not 3 with your tough hide, or do you not have tough hide?
I have tough hide.
Yeah, I thought it was higher than 2.
Yeah. Oh, I've always been going off of 3 because my DR
Let's
says 2.
Yeah,
make
but you
sure to
remember
put
tough hide
yeah.
isn't added automatically. You have to add that yourself.
Oh, I didn't add that. So how do I add it?
Under your
So under armor, you've got armor, you've got
Yeah.
shield, and then natural.
So just add 1, right?
Yeah, 1 to your natural.
Okay.
You got so make sure to apply that extra damage reduction to those last 2 wounds that you took. So he bites you in the shin from behind for no additional effect. That brings your initiative down to a 9, and these other two wolves, they do another. They do a round of pacing. So one goes to here, and
Okay.
one goes to right here.
Did I get the torch lit?
It's second 9 for you, and you failed that fire building check, so no,
Okay.
your
I
torch
drop
is
it
unlit.
and pull out my sword and shield.
All right, your sword will take how many seconds to pull out? It's medium weapon, correct?
Oh, yes.
So 1 second to pull out, and then your shield will take that 1d4 plus 1 seconds, or you could just use your sword one-handed. But then that'll,
Um,
there are penalties with that as well.
I can always use my sword one-handed.
Oh yeah, I mean like you could use it without a shield in the other hand if you didn't want to wait that time.
No, I'll pull my shield out too.
So that'll be 1d4 exclamation P plus 2. One for the shield, one for the sword.
So another
So
8
8
seconds.
seconds.
I think you're gonna have to adjust me because it's not working.
Oh, you weren't highlighted. Try it now.
Yeah, I can't see anything. Or it won't pop up the delay or done, so I can't delay me 17 or 8 more seconds.
Oh, weird.
It's like slow.
All right, let me see if I can do it for you.
Oh wait, let me see. Yeah, there we
Oh.
go. Go ahead, why don't you do it?
Okay, so I got you to second 17,
Yep.
and then that's when the other two wolves are going to dart in.
Okay.
You're aware, so you're going to roll your normal defense against this, without your shield bonus, though.
So what would I roll?
A defense with your weapon, just unclick shield use to change shield use from a yes to a no. And then roll
All
your
right, God.
defense.
Roll your attack.
I got a 21.
Ooh.
I got a perfect defense.
Ooh,
Near perfect.
a near perfect. So you're near perfect. Since your defense is still lower than his 21, it's not going to block it. The near perfect has to trigger by beating that attack roll.
Right.
So he will hit you.
Okay.
In this case, for 6 points of damage, a mighty blow. And on second 10, this other wolf moves to circle, and it'll be second 11 that it moves in to attack you as well. With this guy attacking you, and technically with the third one as well, you're going to change your defense dice to a D12
Okay.
because there's so many opponents attacking you.
All right. Penetrating or just D12?
Penetrating. It's on the defense roll.
Oh, okay. Where I could just pick a D12?
No, so just under your hidden details for the defense dice, you can change that to a D12 from a D20.
Yep. My bad. All right.
All right, so roll that defense roll. I got a 21.
I got a 3.
So he also lands a hit for 7 points of damage. And we get to second 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and your shield's on, your weapon's drawn. What would you like to do? The wolves look hungry. They rip and bite at you as you try to shake them off. What would you
Slash
like
at
to
him.
do? All right.
Slash at him.
And as a barbarian, you're able to, if you do land the hit, you will ignore damage reduction equal to your level. So if these wolves have damage reduction, which they do, you ignore 2 of it. So basically all of your damage is going to be going through on these wolves. Roll the
Okay.
hit. Which one would you like to attack? They all have seemed pretty lucky recently.
I'll attack the one to the left here,
All right.
or to the right.
Would you like
The
to
one
roll
I
my defense
pinged.
first or your attack?
I'll roll my attack first.
All right.
I know what's gonna happen. 15.
Pretty damn good.
Nope.
That's the third 18 in a row that they've rolled. These wolves are out for blood. So
They sure
this
are.
wolf bites at you, and you just barely, or you slash at it with your broadsword, and it just barely jumps out of the way. What would you like to do?
I want to attack again. I mean, don't they get to
Yeah,
attack?
yeah. So wait your weapon speed.
Right. Yeah. Okay, there it is. It finally popped up. 11 seconds. I'm going down.
And it's the wolves go. Would you like to do any defensive action?
Well, what can I do? Because they're surrounding me, so I can full parry. That's about it.
You could full parry, or you could try to do a fighting withdrawal, or those are some options. I guess the next one, yeah, the parry would be the
Fighting
main one that
withdrawal.
you could do, or a
How could
fighting
I?
defensively. Even you could take a penalty to attack to get a bonus to defense.
Okay. How can I fighting withdraw?
So they're probably gonna. Actually, that might not work since they're faster than you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, you could keep falling back, but they would chase after you.
Yeah, I'll just do I'll full parry.
All right. Here's his attack. A 13. So you'll get a +5 to your defense.
And I didn't need it.
You didn't need it. So that one,
Classic.
you easily parry it aside, and you'll get a free attack on the next second with your unarmed strike against that wolf.
Okay.
But the one in front of you also gets an attack on second 17 with a 13 as well. Woo! That's exactly what you needed. You have a perfect defense. So, would you like to take the perfect defense first or the near perfect defense first?
I'll take the perfect defense there, Chuck.
All right, swing away with that bastard sword.
Oh, it's an attack. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So you
Uh-huh.
and luck wasn't quite with you on that one.
It's not gonna be with me here, Eli.
But here's the other one on second 19, the near perfect.
And luck isn't with me that time either.
Luck isn't with you that time. So you're knocking them aside. You're bashing them to each side, and you're swinging. You're trying to hit them, but there's too many of them. They have you surrounded. And we move on to second 19 with this wolf making an attack. With a 9.
And a 5. Roll damage.
All right. Here's his bite. 9 points of damage. You're starting to
Oof.
add up. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Go berserk.
All
got-
right.
Hold on. That's 6. Yeah. What can I do?
This last one
No,
attack as well. I don't know. What do you have any ideas?
Um. Hmm.
As advances the
Uh.
wolves bite at your heels.
Nope. I'm going to. Nope. I'm just gonna stay and fight.
Stand and fight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You do have resolute. So there's you still have a lot of kick in you as the last 2 attack. One with a 10 and one with a 23.
So they're first.
All right, here's his bonus to hit. So he got a total of a 26. Is
And I
there
got an
anything you'd
18.
like to do about this first? You could force a reroll with your honor if you wanted to spend 10 of it. Or you could be 6, it'd be 9 honor to tie it to prevent the critical, but he's still getting a hit on you.
Right. So I'd have to beat it, right?
Yeah, so you could either force me to reroll with 10, or you could, but if you put points into it and try to tie it, then he'll still hit because it's a critical, but the critical won't go off.
Hmm.
So it's nine honor and get hit, or 10 honor and force him to re-roll, and could be anything.
Sure. I'll use 10 honor.
All right, what do? You see this last wolf leaping towards your exposed throat. What do you do to that like betrays your character to get that reroll?
Hmm. Yeah. You know what? On second thought, I won't use 10 honor. I reverse. I'll just stand. I'll just take it.
I think it's a good option because if you reroll that, there's most likely not a hit.
Right. But there's 4, and I think I'm going down no matter what, I think. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna take it and go crazy for a certain number of seconds, and then that'll be it, I think. I mean, I know I have a lot of honor to use, but I don't know what I could do that would belie my character. You know what I mean?
What you could do is, I mean, you've been chasing after, you've been chasing after uh, Karamikos's body for so long, and you've got this injured leg. Like it could not be that it might not be that you do it voluntarily, but maybe like that leg finally gives out and you like fall to a knee and that throws off its aim.
Okay, so it's not necessarily something honorable then.
Yeah, it's not necessarily something honorable. It's just something like could be the symbolic of, you know, you're unable to continue your chase at the moment, or your strong resolve slowly starting to shake, or it could be symbolic.
Okay, we'll do what you suggest then. So um, yeah, I'm starting to falter. I fall to one knee and lower my shield.
All right, and the wolf misses. It misses and just it completely bites off. Maybe this is the good fortune that you've been waiting for. It's
And it's
now
my turn.
second 28, and it's your turn.
Okay, I want to attack, swing my broadsword.
All right. Would you like to do anything? A near perfect attack? We'll say it's even against that one that had the reroll, and you hit, or the one
Oh,
that you used a reroll against. So it dives at you, and you duck under it, and you stab it in the gut. Let's see that damage. So that's one additional point because you had a near perfect attack, and you have 2 levels in Barbarian, so you ignore all their damage reduction. So that's 14 points of damage that goes straight through to his hit points. Can I have you roll a d20 and add your modifier?
+1.
All right. So you, yeah, we have +1. Sorry, I thought you rolled. Yep. So you stab this wolf in the gut, and it passes its threshold of pain, and it kind of flops to the side. But as you see it getting up to its feet, it's already starting to scramble away from you.
Thank God. Okay. Which way
And
did he go?
it's this wolf here fleeing in this direction. So on the next second, that's what that wolf is going to do.
Okay.
So
And then I,
what are you going to do? You just stabbed this one. Would you like to continue fighting them and wait your weapon speed?
um, no, I want to run. Can I run? Fighting
You're going to
withdrawal?
try to like use this gap to run out from them.
Yep.
Remember, your leg is hurt, and these wolves are probably faster than you.
Um, okay.
Like it's just an
So,
unfortunate fact.
yeah. Mm, I want to scream at them, be like, ah! Yeah. And just get ready to attack the next one.
All right. So delay your weapon speed and roll an intimidation check.
Delay my weapon speed, or no? I have.
Yep. All right. So I think the API might have crashed again.
There we go. Let's back up. I rolled a 22. My skill's 11.
All right. So on second 29, first we have this wolf here, which I've delayed to second 999 because they're so fast. Essentially, when one's going to get away until there's down to the last one, you're probably not going to catch up with them. So that wolf scampers off into the darkness. And on second 29, you give this roar at the 3 of them that remain, and you see them kind of they look at each other, they see their other one whimpering away, and they give a whimper between the 3 of them. But then this one looks at you and lunges. He gets an 18.
Now, can I do a full parry, or
You can do a full parry if you'd like.
yeah? I'm gonna need to.
That's a
So,
17 with your full parry. You need one more.
could I? Can I use an honor?
You do have a +1. Your honor does give you 1 +1 per session.
Okay. Can I use that plus
You
one?
can. So you can use that +1 and tie this with your parry. You just managed to bring your broadsword across and smack this wolf aside.
Oh! I yell again. I'll try to intimidate him again.
All right. You haven't been hurt in a while, and it's making them nervous. But they see you're weak. You're bleeding from numerous wounds, and your leg just gave out. Will it hold? So we get to 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and it's the next two wolves who make their attack on you. What would you like? Or are you going to do any defensive actions? You're just
Yeah,
about to attack.
I'm gonna full.
You could at this point
I'm gonna
start
full
giving
parry.
ground,
Okay.
because now there is that
I'll
gap
give ground
between
then.
the three of them.
Okay.
So
I'll give ground.
you fall back to their attack, and that'll give you a +5 defense. And one of them gets a 19.
Nope.
So his attack will make it through for 12 points of damage.
Ouch. So that's 9. All right.
So that'll be a resolute check.
Yep.
So roll a d20, and you're trying to roll under your constitution. So just don't roll a 20. So you're good. So roll a d8.
Just
All right,
flat
so
D8, right?
yep. So you are going to be at 9 hit points. And so that's you're bumped up to 9 hit points. So
Okay.
I don't know
How
the
do I do
best way
that?
to do that on these character sheets. I'm going to just increase your maximum hit points, and then that'll bump you up. So that would be all right. So this guy bites you, and you falter and almost fall, and the wolves kind of start snarling in glee, but then you stand back up. And I'm going to delay this wolf 1 second, because it takes a second for your resolute to really kick in and intimidate these guys. And so on second 38 is when that next wolf attacks and tries to finish you off, since you got back up and refused to die.
Come on. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?
You just need one. Do you have one
What am
honor?
Yeah, sure. I got 1 honor. I'll use 1 honor and take a step towards him.
All right. So you
That's my.
you manage to get +1 and block that attack, and that puts it on your turn on second 40.
Okay. So I am going to attack. Yeah, I don't have any honey, bro.
All right. So make your attack. Are you going to do anything additional to your offensive attack?
I can't charge them, right?
You
Because they're
can't
right
charge
there.
them, but you
Okay.
could do a aggressive attack if you'd like to get like a +5 to hit, but then that'll leave you with a -2 for your defense.
Sure, I'll aggressively attack.
All right.
+5. Swing my broadsword.
That's a 13. I got a 6. This wolf must be dumb. Your aggressive attack. You didn't even have to go aggressive. You just hack him into him for 11 points of damage. That goes all through its damage reduction, and that wolf is past his threshold of pain. But I need you to roll a d20 and add a +1 to see if you break its morale from such a mighty blow.
Come on.
You know what you needed to get?
What?
You needed to beat a 5.
Nice.
With a 6, that's just enough to scare off this wolf. And these wolves didn't expect such a hardy fellow to, or such a lone fellow to put up such a hard fight. That causes a morale check on the other two wolves because they're now they don't outnumber you enough. And so I need you to roll another d20 and add +1. All right. So
Oh my
they are
God.
going to. They have a 1d20 with a -4 because they're nervous. And that puts them at a 15. And so one breaks, and the other two wolves, they fight you for another second, and the other two bolt.
Holy shit. Now what?
They run, and you're feeling the adrenaline pump through you, but you realize your wounds are severe. Do you have any sort of healing?
I don't
Do
have
you have
any.
any honey brew or?
I don't.
All right.
Quick, cauterize the wounds.
I don't think that would help.
No.
Oh, it'll be funny.
Also, you might
So
remember he started this fight failing to light a torch.
Yeah, it's
Right.
you're holding your wounds, you're bleeding. What are you going to do with what could be your last moments?
I'm gonna fall to my knees, okay, and grab my battle axe from my back and thrust my sword and my battle axe to the sky and say, Falkor, I followed you. If you have anything for me, this is the time. And just thrust them into the sky and stare up into the sky. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. So, with that, you feel your strength and the adrenaline leaving you, and you collapse to the ground. And you start to bleed out.
Been here
So,
before?
this is where we have to. So, I'm going to bump your hit points back down
Yep,
to your
-7.
usual 40. So, you have -7 hit points, and your constitution
Okay.
is a 12. You're going to add you're going to roll a d20 and add 12.
What do you mean my constitution's a 12? It's a 19.
Oh, so yeah, so your constitution is usually a 19, but you're at -7, so you're only going to add a +12.
Oh, okay. Can I use any of my honor to get that back? No, or that's like
You can, but you can use that after you see the roll.
okay.
And I'm rolling a 1d20 and adding 11.
And I'm rolling
You die, you're going to die when you get past half your constitution, past negative half your constitution. So your constitution's a 19, so half of that is about 9, so you'll die at 10. At
okay.
-10. If you
All right.
beat me, you don't lose hit points. If you beat me by 10, then that's when you stabilize.
Okay. So I roll a 1d12
A 1d20 and add 12.
at 12. Got it.
I'll roll first. I got a 26. You rolled a natural 20. So you did roll a natural 20, which means that dice will penetrate. So roll another d6. You're hoping for big. You need 4 to beat me by 10.
Come on.
So you're at 35. I'm at 26.
That's that dentist luck. Makes you think you got a chance.
That's right. That's right.
Do you have anything else? Do you have anything that could bump it up by 1? Like
I have
your
honor.
Would you like to spend 1 honor?
I definitely would want to spend 1 honor, sure.
So it seems like your god has answered you, for you collapse into the middle of the trail. And that's when everything goes dark and you have stabilized. So
Woohoo!
back in Foffen, you guys are sitting around the campfire. You're, eating s'mores, sharing stories with each other. Maybe you get a slight cold wind, but no, it's probably a nice day. There's probably lots of nice things going on. The rest of the night, you set a little bit of a watch, but it isn't needed. And the next morning, a red sun rises.
Superman's gonna hate this.
Well, another day, another day of stalking.
Is
Well,
that what you plan on doing today?
no, I will. Well, I will go out hunt because I have a promise to keep.
You have an actual job now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I don't know what a job is anymore.
Wonder how much I can freeboot.
Doesn't that require a riverboat?
So do I make
yeah,
a
and I
hunting
need
check?
like a.
So what you're going to do is first you're going to see how effective you are at hunting. How well you know about the area around you to find where the game is. So I'm either going to have you roll a survival or a tracking check. It's up to you.
My tracking is 24. My survival is 9. So yes, I'm doing tracking. Yeah, it's okay.
All right. So you're moving around and you're walking through the woods and trying to find the best game you can. And as you go, you're making your way through the woods and you find a game trail. You follow it for short ways before up ahead you see a deer. What is your hunting skill level?
17.
So you're a novice.
Yes.
So
I'm a better
the
butcher than I'm a hunter.
so the deer that you see is 146 feet away. That is 246. I meant to actually roll it was actually 150 plus all those rolls. So it's 246 feet away in the woods.
I try to sneak closer. I don't spook it.
So it is daytime, and with your tracking check being average, you have managed to come upwind. So these are easy tracking checks. How you're at 250 feet, or we'll say 250, 246 to be precise.
Mhm.
Every easy tracking check you make will get you another 30 feet closer.
Okay.
So essentially, you're trying to not, since your skill is 24, you're trying to not roll a 95 or higher.
Okay.
So just because it's so well, give me one tracking. I was just going to say one tracking check.
You find your own tracks.
I just That's the second 100 of the day. Oh my god. No
So-
hunting today. I come back is like I brought nothing, and Mary sued out of dysentery.
So what happened exactly that so fumbled your
This is what happened. I
yeah.
stepped on a twig, right? It broke. It scared me. I jumped back, hit a tree trunk, but that tree was dying, so it fell down. And then, not only they fell down, it started a family of raccoons who decided to chase me around the forest for about half an hour because they were angry. In between the raccoons and me screaming like a madman, the deer was long gone.
That works out perfectly. Well, not perfectly for you, but that was uh, a great fumble that scares off that deer.
Yeah.
So hunting, unfortunately, is not very successful for you. Hawksix. What? Hawksick? Hawksick? I feel like I was saying it wrong.
Toxic is how I go
Hawksick.
with it.
Whew. Okay, perfect. Hawksick, what are you doing? You said you are going into town to continue your stalking.
Yeah, more or less. This seems to be my job right now, and if Orbital was gonna give me anything later on for doing it, like money to keep buying food, then I'm happy for it. I don't need a job. This is my favorite thing to do. Watch people from as far as possible away. Definitely no interaction.
All right. Give me a because you want to get as close as possible, correct? Or are you just trying to watch? Are you trying to get close enough to overhear things? Are you just trying to observe?
I guess it would be productive to try to listen in on them, so I'll go ahead and try flexing that. I'm
All right.
sneaky.
Yeah. Speaking of that, give me a I'm sneaky roll.
Yeah.
Opposed.
All right, let me go click the oppose button, and let's go find the sneaky button. Scrutiny. Where is it? Oh, sneaking. There we go.
Sneaking.
67. Not the best roll. Kind of average.
Well, I got a 22, which is might be good
Lower.
if I was rolling. Yeah, might be good if I was rolling a d20. So with your 67, you're able to get fairly close to the castle today, and you're overhearing conversation between several of the guards that are on patrol that are kind of like standing watch there or moving around, maybe even like creep up against the side of the wall itself and overhear what sounds to be several guards talking about a small detachment being sent out tomorrow, heading into in the northern disputed territory to try to scout out for any Slenish outposts.
Interesting. So most of them are going to be leaving. And do I happen to hear that for some reason Soren isn't going out with that party?
Roll a listening check.
Okay. Still opposed?
It's not opposed.
Okay. Doop-a-doo. Listening. Okay, pretty good roll.
Pretty good roll. You overhear they don't talk about any specifics in names, but it one of them might even ask who's taking command of it, and the other guy shrugs and one of those new associates that Relgic keeps bringing in.
Hmm. Very interesting. Well, I believe once I'm done listening to them for the day, I'll eventually return to Orbital and go, well, Orbital, oh, geez, you look terrible, like you saw the ghost of a raccoon or something.
Mm,
Definitely heard like some banshee screech out there earlier, but I guess that was my imagination.
it didn't
You
go
like,
so well.
well, what you'll like to know is I'm pretty sure that a set of guards are actually heading out towards Slen, and it may very well be that Soren's going to be with them leading the way.
Mm.
So they won't be stuck in the castle forever, and oh, whatever you want to do with them. They'll be on the wilderness, no one else to help them. It'll just be us harassing them as much as we want.
And if they fall to the Slenites,
Well, I guess that'd be a good bit of revenge too, huh?
yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
I don't
work.
think I could torture anyone that well.
The Slenish, yes.
It's Slenish.
Sorry, Elka. I apologize.
It's okay.
Well,
So,
if Elka is with us, they definitely will fall to the Slenish.
Either way.
Yeah.
well, I guess what's your plan then, Orbital?
Follow them, find a nice place to spring an ambush, and we Bring them to the justice of the club and the sword.
Good, good. I'll keep my eye out still on him, and I'll send you the signal when I see him moving out. So, you got any silver, maybe?
What?
It takes a lot to feed a hungry dwarf day to day. It's
Are you begging right now?
I'm just saying, I'm out here doing all the work, and you're
Listen,
just
I'm
having
gonna
fun
give
in
you.
the woods.
I'm gonna give you some silver. Go buy some supplies, and whatever's left is yours. Got it?
Good, good, good. I like that.
But you gotta buy the supplies, otherwise I won't give you ever silver. And I bow down to him like my scariest face ever again. Do you hear that?
All right. I get the message. Get the message.
I give him 12 silver.
All right. How much were supplies again? I gotta go up the book for that.
I think the irony is that I was trying to get Orbital to go get meat so that I could smoke it to make weeks worth of rations. I mean, like a couple
I
of
can still
weeks.
do that next
Well,
day.
we'll
but
do it
just,
on the run.
Well, yeah,
I'm
but
gonna beat it up.
smoking takes
quite a
about
while,
2 days. Yeah, so it's like now you're paying him money to do things I was trying to get done for free.
I know. We'll just have to set it up for later. Revenge
But
comes first.
Orbital did say he was a cooker, right? Do you have a better cooking skill than like what's
Mm.
because the cooking skill is what you use to smoke meat.
No, I have
I'm trying-
butcher. I'm a butcher.
Did you take the butchering skill or did you take the butchering proficiency?
The butcher skill.
See, I took the butchering proficiency, which is
Ah.
apparently two different things as we come to find out.
Well,
Or
definitely
they're two
so,
different
then.
things that are exactly the same. Anyway, yeah, I have cooking. I have the cooking skill.
I don't.
Right. And
It-
I have it at average.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't impact the time it takes to be better at it, anyways.
No,
You
it's
can
how
just-
many things you can
how
have
many
running
you
at the
get.
same time.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, the GM's guide, the Game Master's guide, has the butching as proficiency. Apparently, the Hackopedia of Beasts or whatever it's called, number 2, has butching as a skill. So it's like,
They seem to have overlooked that.
yeah. Well, to be fair though, the Beasts guide has all the information about how specific things work for the skill. Proficiency just tells me how much meat you can get from it. Although, as I oddly pointed out to Eli, the proficiency gives you almost 2 times the amount of meat that the skill does. If you were to operate that way.
Interesting.
But yeah, I am an average cook, which allows me to smoke the meat, because otherwise butching just lets you eat for like 4 hours after you kill an animal.
Yep.
Eli, for reference.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
What's going on?
I'm going into town. I am buying 2 weeks worth of trail ration supplies and a tent, a small
Okay.
tent.
Perfect.
I actually have shelter now.
See, I only use my tent to smoke in.
It's my
Oh,
smoking
good.
tent.
Nice and warm.
Well,
Nice and warm.
the book says you can use a wool blanket or a small tent. I was like, well, I have a wool blanket and a tent. Sometimes I sleep in it. Sometimes I cook in it.